All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. It's a Monday night. That means it's time for the Urban Conservative. Tonight, we asking the question, is arguing with liberals a waste of time for black conservatives? Jump in the conversation. The Urban Conservative podcast starts right around now.
Welcome to the Urban Conservative podcast, where we do not believe that avocado toast can save the planet or the world will end, because cars use gasoline. You won't hear that Wi-Fi is a basic human right, or that billionaires are secretly supervillains. Here, we do not believe that electric cars run on hopes and dreams. You also won't hear that anyone who disagrees with us is a fascist, or that socialism will make everyone rich. You won't be gender affirmed or offered any opportunity to share your preferred pronouns. If this causes you any discomfort, please rest assured that we couldn't possibly care less. For everyone else, thank you, and please stand by.
My fellow Americans, it's time for the Urban Conservative podcast. This is without a doubt the best podcast on the internet. It's about to go down here on the Urban Conservative.
3, 2, 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. It's a Monday night. That means it's time for the Urban Conservative podcast. Yours truly, Abdul Ali, rocking with my twin brother from the same mother, no other, Raheem Architect Soto. Bro, what's good?
Everything is good. We are into 2026, and once again, super big shouts out to everybody that supports what we do here at the Urban Conservative. Do us a favor if you want to support the podcast and what our mission is here. You can cash app us at $TU Conservative. You can head over to YouTube at TUC Twins is where you can subscribe, and that's what you can do to support the podcast.
Absolutely. I got to give a big shout out. In light of tonight's video, I got to give a big shout out to all of the folks that's down with the Frederick Douglass Foundation, since we're talking about black conservatives. A big shout out to Clarence Henderson. He's got a movie premiere. I didn't even tell you about the movie premiere. The Forgotten Courage movie premiere is going down this Saturday night in Union County, North Carolina. Go to the Frederick Douglass Foundation page to find out more about that, bro. Good to see Clarence. I'll be out there this weekend making that happen.
Yeah, actually,
the movie.
I commented on that. I wish I was down there for that. I'm unfortunately not going to be in town for that. But I wish I was. So shouts out to Clarence. If you're in the area, make sure you check that out and support what he has going on. Martin Luther King Day.
It is the
Martin
MLK Day. Look, and I like
so,
our post that we put up, bro, because there's a lot of controversy these days around MLK.
Can you pull that up? Is it possible to pull that up just so the folks can see, for those that are watching, what you're talking about?
I can pull that post.
Pull up that
here.
post so we can kind of do
right
that.
Here. I will do that. And let me share my screen, scriggity, real quick. Let me share this tab instead. Here you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the post that we're talking about here on the Urban Conservative. As you're following us on Facebook, you got a chance to see this post today. And I like what we had to say. Today, we honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a man who proved that courage doesn't require violence and that real leadership requires discipline, faith, and love of neighbor. May we keep striving for unity, dignity, and equal justice under the law. Bang.
All right, and
bang,
then, right, and then we gotta. This is part of. So right, while you have that beautiful post, Ali, right, beautifully written post. I took the time to curate that post, and I was sensitive about how I posted that. Right? Do you notice the care that I took with that? How I worded that? And then look what you got under there. And this brings us to the crux of the argument, right? King preferred the societal disruption methods of Karl Marx instead of teaching and learning about capitalism as the best way to achieve. He might have done great things, but we can't overlook his huge flaws, such as cheating on his wife, being a socialist, Zionist, and being an atheist. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King was an atheist, right? Okay. Shame on you. That's horrible what you wrote, right? So then we got one. So, we all better off for his teachings, right? So now, how much of that do we go back and forth with, right? Go back up to that comment. Like how much of that do you go back and forth with? And that's kind of at the baseline of today's show, because with everything that's going on, how much arguing, how much time should you spend? And the reason, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about this with minority conservatives primarily is because of the statistics that we face as minority conservatives and the voting trends and patterns in the Black community, which a large portion of the quote unquote Black community votes Democratic. And so these conversations need to be had, because how much arguing can one do and at a point where we're talking about against utter stupidity, right? There's people who just don't have all the information, and then there's willful ignorance. So we're gonna, dive into that a little bit today by examining a recent exchange between the two gentlemen you see on the bottom. And I have to say, Ali, I'm no fan of Corey Holcomb's style of comedy. I'm not a fan of his at all. He's not my cup of tea.
I never found his style of comedy smart, if you know what I'm saying. Like, and it might be my bias in how I like my comedy. I like things that it seemed like you had to work for that joke. Like, I've never been a fan of the low-hanging
care
fruit.
Into the writing. Yes, the care into the writing. And you know what? I'll be honest. Maybe it is, as you recognize your younger philosophies and worldviews and the way you looked at things, say, in your teenage years going into your 20s, pre-being a parent and all of these other things, certain things you might have found funny because that was the worldview you may identify with. But as that changes, which it should, in my opinion, right? You imagine us being the same from 1992. Could you imagine being the same? I mean, if you're listening to this, think about that. Imagine you being the same you with the same worldview from 1992 or 2002 even, right? So we're gonna use this conversation, right, to kind of have this dialogue about, is arguing with liberals a waste of time for Black and / Latino conservatives? So, Ali, you have the floor. Tee us up.
All right, so Anton Daniels.
And mind you, I don't know who that is, Anton Daniels. I have no clue who that is.
All right, so Anton Daniels is a YouTuber. And I don't say that to belittle him in any way. He's a YouTuber. That's just what he does. He's a YouTuber that has about 1.24 million subscribers. Has about 9,000 videos. His average video, just looking at it, 385. Another video got 250,000. So he's a YouTuber. More on the Black conservative, Black right of YouTube, if you will. And this gentleman you see on your screen is a comedian by the name of Corey Holcomb out of Chicago, hosts a podcast called the 5150 Podcast. Now, Granted, both of these individuals have a space, and I don't think Anton Daniels and Corey, and this is, I'm trying to say this as unpolitically biased as I can, they are not on the same intelligence level, and I don't know. I'm trying to still figure out why Anton Daniels went on the show. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay, well, I've not seen this yet, and I've seen the hype around it, and I believe I've seen maybe 2 clips. I haven't seen this yet, right? And so here's my issue with our brothers and sisters on the political left. It is that the ideas that you espouse, the political ideology that you currently have, your worldview is outdated. It's extremely outdated, and so what happens is it becomes difficult or almost a waste of time to argue with you or have a discourse with you because you're so far behind. Like, genetics don't agree with your position about racial inferiority or superiority. Like that's so like old school in thinking. Like it's just really bad. So I haven't seen this yet, so this is going to be my first time. Let's get into this.
We're gonna pick up at the point in the conversation where they begin to talk about voting. I'm gonna
Don't and
pause.
don't let it play too long, okay? Because so we
No,
don't
no,
get
no,
hit for
no.
the copyrights and blah blah blah.
I'm definitely gonna do that. But I turned the music off because I want you all to hear this clearly. Listen to where Corey Holcomb starts.
I can't wait till you tell me how voting makes a difference in this country.
We have a less than 20%
All right, stop right there.
vote.
We can't even get into the conversation. That is just objectively, it's just low intelligence. That is just
It gets
like
worse.
that's hard
It
to
gets
get.
worse.
That's hard to get by right there, folks. Go ahead.
Voter turnout rate and local.
Ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more. We got to go.
You're missing it.
You got to uproot the people in power before a real difference happens. Voting is for suckers.
You have to uproot the people. Yo.
What a dumbbell. Like, what a dumbbell.
So the question has to be, you say voting is for suckers and you have to uproot the people in power. That's like, I want a scrambled egg, but I don't want to crack the egg. That's like, I need to get from here to Europe and I don't want to take a train. I don't want to take a plane or a boat. I feel like there's a hamster on the wheel, but he's not running when I look at this dude.
Well, here's the issue. The other side to this too, and I don't know if you guys know, like, again, he's a comedian. Like these are comedians. So while there may be some comedians that we look at that may have made some profound statements relatively, as a from a philosophical point of view, there's been comedians, in my opinion, like George Carlin, who have made profound statements or have, made jokes that have made you think about something, right? Like the joke about words and how So anyway, my point being is that Holcomb, in my opinion, I've never. It's just always a bad vibe. And so the level of, like, he's stuck in some weird 1960s and 70s anti-government. He's stuck there, bro. He's stuck in it. Like, that's all I can say is he's stuck.
It gets worse. So Anton is pointing out that 20% turnout in municipal elections is part of the problem. And this guy, for him to
which
say...
he's right about. Whether I know this guy or not, he's correct.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going here.
It's not. People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no sucker
People that
shit.
don't vote, and
I'm gonna show.
Yeah.
Look at her face. She's like, damn, look at it. Like, she knows. She knows.
And local.
Ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more. We got to go.
You're missing it.
You got to uproot the people in power before a real difference happens. Voting is.
How do you do that, Mr. Holcomb? If you don't vote people out who are currently in power, how do you remove the people in power? I feel like, and notice I said I feel like there is no thought going into what he's saying at all.
Well, that's part of the issue, and unfortunately, logic and rationale don't play a part in the discourse very much. So this is where the frustration comes in. And listen, if you're a hardcore conservative, please share this with one of your liberal friends that you may be having a tough time having a conversation with about things politically, because people are going off the deep end right now over things that they technically shouldn't, because with honesty, right, Ali, this to me comes down about a honesty factor. Like, how honest are you going to be about what's happening, right? So if you're in the business of searching out what's true, so you can make a decision, a rational decision on how you're going to view something, I would hope that it's based on what's true. So what happens is that some people, in my opinion, bro, get so so married to the media that it's like if they see it on CNN or they see it on CNBC or Don Lemon says it or Corey Holcomb says it or their favorite celebrity says it, that's the narrative that they subscribe to, not necessarily looking for the truth. So go ahead, let's see where we go with this. This is just
for suckers.
It's not. People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no
People
sucker
that
shit.
don't vote, and
I'm
it's
gonna
so
show
funny.
up and vote like a sucker.
Not only is it ignorant.
We had Republican presidents, we had Democratic presidents.
You're not even
we in
hearing
the
what I'm
same
saying.
joint.
I'm talking about locally. You talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if
It
it's
matters.
local.
Oh my God.
now that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Like, yo, bro, I
That's
swear,
dangerous.
I'm starting to think there's not even a mouse on the wheel. Bro, there's
Well, it's hard to explain that like to all of our, like I said, to all of our conservative Republican friends that are politically engaged. You have to understand what we're up against. So the conversations, the question is, is it a waste of time for us talking to these people? I think there's a cutoff to that. I think when you're this far gone at the age of somebody like Corey Holcomb, there's no talking him off the political ledge that he's on. There's no
how
there's
old
no
is Corey Holcomb?
He's got to be in his late 40s. He's got to be our age. And what I'm saying is that, but just think about how sad that is.
Yo,
That to
yo,
me,
yo.
I'm saying like there's
That dude
no
is-
rational conversation you can have with him.
That dude is 57 years old.
So then that's all the Just For Me beard product and all of that.
That's all.
Yeah,
the
but that's
just
what I'm
for
saying.
me.
He's from a generation, bro, where the evil white man and the white man got him down and the white man and that's that's just I can't wait till that mentality's gone. I just can't wait till everybody who believes that has been, has exercised that, because it's just stupid. Like, this is just a demonstration of stupidity, high level, low intelligence stupidity. Go ahead.
All right.
Matters.
Hold on, let me get back to it.
If you
It
vote,
absolutely
that
matters.
means you in line.
No, if you vote first,
If you vote, that means you in line.
Local,
It matters.
if you
It
vote,
absolutely matters.
that means you in line.
no, if you vote first,
Look,
Yo.
and he said it like he was like,
Like, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is the conversation that literally you and I have had probably a few thousand times.
correct.
This is what, and I'm glad people are getting to see this on a scale that is getting millions and millions of views, because here you have a guy who clearly knows absolutely nothing. I'm gonna just let this play. Watch this.
Cool.
It matters.
If you
It
vote,
absolutely
that
matters.
means you in line.
no, if you vote first, the first thing that it means is that you respect your ancestors that died for your right to be able to do it.
Yo,
Oh, that is a bar right there. That's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're checking out the Urban Conservative Podcast on a Monday night. On that note, we are asking the question, is it a waste of time to have these conversations? Get in the comment section. As always, let us know where you're watching or listening from. We're going to keep going with this.
That's what it first-
ancestors, your
It's
ancestors
so funny to me.
didn't do it like this. Because
Yo-
people went to war when the government tried to over.
It's MLK Day. Let me ask you a question. Did MLK go to war? Did Martin Luther King go to war, y'all?
I just can't get the guy the dumb look on his face. It's just like this stupid look on his face.
Like,
That
yo,
just bothers me.
The Black Panthers literally did not go to war. Who went to war? Like, who?
Throw
My
the
question
people
is,
in the
this-
power to
Go ahead. What's your question, bro? What's your
No,
question?
go ahead. No, let it rock.
people went to war when the government tried to overthrow the people and the power of the people. It was wars. There hasn't been a war inside the U.S. where the people who getting fucked over are doing something about motherfuckers with 30 felonies being the president.
It's a
It's
war.
all sucker shit
It's
going
a war
on.
every day. It's just not physical anymore.
Well, that's the problem.
It's
We
here.
need physical wars.
It's not.
Until motherfuckers ready to jump it off.
Why don't you jump it off, Corey? You go jump it off. You run up on an ICE agent, see how that worked out for you.
Nah, you see what he doing that from the comfortableness of his studio. Let's just hold up. Let's just back up for a second. I have to say.
Go ahead.
If you love black people, you would encourage them to slow down, right? And look at what the Democrat Party has produced. I understand the rhetoric. I understand all of the anti-white sentiment. I get all of that stuff. But if you really, 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 and this is especially for the black audience, right? Think about this, right? Do you really think that if we took the time to measure the results from 35, 45, 50 years of Democrat voting, do you think the results would trend towards good or bad? Just think that out. What do you think the results would trend towards? And then I got to point you to the direction of all the Democrat-owned cities. And then I got to point you to what the end results is for young black youth in those cities and the unemployment rates and the crime rates in places like Chicago, and forget the crime rates. Let's talk about the victim rates. Like, who's being victimized the most? Yeah. So people like Corey Holcomb, I think he's past the point of a logical conversation. There's a line that you cross where you demonstrate that your Trump derangement needs a higher prescription of reality red pilling than I personally have on hand. It's going to take too many conversations to get you. Like, no, it's a level, bro. There's a level of Trump derangement that's absolutely like you encounter it online and you go like, oh, wow. Like, this is a human being I probably couldn't even be around.
Yeah, I'll be real with you. I couldn't be in a room with him for 5 minutes. I would be so agitated. And only if, let me rephrase that. If we were trying to have this political conversation, Anton is built for that. So let's keep going. Let's see where this goes.
All sucker shit
It's
going
a war
on.
every day. It's just not physical anymore.
Well, that's the problem.
It's
We
here.
need physical wars.
It's not.
Until
Look, the lady's agreeing with him.
motherfuckers ready to jump it off,
It's not.
we gonna always be
not.
talking.
It's
But
not.
see, real gladiators don't talk.
Yo, let me ask this question. What the f are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Like, what does that even mean? Like,
You're
this
in a
day.
studio. You're in a studio with a strategically placed plastic plant behind you. Stop it, bro. Just stop it. Like, yo, Corey, if you happen to see this video, bro, this is
what
a
a
terrible look
dumbass.
for you.
Not a- yo, it's
Terrible
just-
look for you, bro. Terrible.
Like, yo, all right.
Real
So in
gladiator-
grown up world, right? Think about this. If you're you should be an adult listening to this. You're probably an adult listening to this. When do you just turn off reality, right? Like, when does it fit into your schedule as a regular person to start a war, like, or to participate in a war? Like,
So
just
gotta
think
run
about
by,
that.
I gotta
Right?
run by Walmart. Gotta pick up some eggs, some bacon, some sausage.
I gotta get
stop
to
and
work. I got
oil
the
change
thing. I got the
done.
kids. I got the.
When I get
So-
you know what? This Thursday, when I'm done with yoga class, I think I'll go ahead.
Somebody
and start
got a
that
dentist
war.
appointment. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, my thing is, like, where if you guys don't believe that these talking points have been input into people like Corey Holcomb, right? Like, they really believe this stuff. Like, he really believes that. Not enough to actually go do anything, right? Not enough to actually do anything.
No. He doesn't actually believe that. He
No, he
doesn't
does.
believe that.
I
No.
wholeheartedly
Listen,
think he does.
I beg to differ. I'll tell you why. The people who actually believe it do stuff. He don't actually.
Okay, so let
believe what
me
he's
ask
talking
you
about.
this then. So let's ask this question, right? What is the core premise of the argument of people like Corey Holcomb or the liberal, black liberal? What is the core argument that's being made? Is that Republicans are racist, right? Okay, so
It's
now we
white
ask the
people,
question.
white, because when you get down to it, it's about all white people. They'll even turn on the white liberal. It's about white people.
Okay, so
finger quote.
but my question stands. So my question stands. What's at the tenet of this predominantly this worldview? What's at the core principles of this worldview? So it's the evil white man, right? The U.S. was never any good to black people. It's hard to be a black person in America, right? These are the foundational arguments that it's hard to be a black person in America. And here's something to my liberal friends, to my Democrat friends: we choose not to see things that way. Like, I don't choose to see it as being hard to be a black man in America. Like, why are we forced to participate in that delusion with you? It's a delusion. It's not hard to be anything in America. It is the only place you can be anything you want, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. That's it. Dude, where else can you go to do that? Here, you can let me rephrase this so it's clean. You live in a place where you can remove your penis. You can remove it, get it folded into a hole. You could sew some fake boobs on. You can do that now. And nobody will say anything. No one cares. No one cares. Absolutely no one cares. I mean, the person that you may want to date may care, right? You may want to share that with that person. Outside of that, guess what? This idea, Ali, that conservatives, because we talk about LGBTQ plus issues, somehow we have a problem with them. And the only problem is that that's not appropriate for children. That we don't care about your sexuality. Why do we need a flag next to the United States flag that I then have to explain to children about what that represents? Why? Why should I have to do that? Why shouldn't that be something that adults find out about when they're adults, or however it's introduced by parents? I think there's a misconception with that. So do us a favor, liberals. Stop trying to force people into your worldview, and have a little more flexibility about looking at other people's worldviews and saying, hey, why do all of these people agree to this? Right? We're willing to do that. And we've examined it. The reason Corey Holcomb and the rest of them, Ali, agree, like, it's a club. He's in a club. Go ahead. Let's keep rolling. Let's see where we get.
Make it happen. And the gladiators, I ain't gonna lie, we are under control.
Why is he referencing Roman gladiators to make a point? It's weird.
Oh, right now. We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done. But
as you sit in your studio on your podcast that reaches millions of people, that it's
Or you under control by?
It ain't. You under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. But here's the truth.
What? What? I'm starting to think he is quite possibly the dumbest person on the planet.
We know, I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Come on, y'all. All right, can we do something real quick? What is his comedy shows before this episode? Can you open a tab and open up his show content and see what he's promoting on his show? Let's just get a quick overview of like his show titles. Like, what does he promote on this show? Because at the end of the day, I'm curious as to, for all of what he just said, how much time does he invest in that stuff? What is it you primarily talk about on your show?
Do you want me to pull up an actual
No, I just want to see his YouTube channel. I want to see his YouTube channel, and I just want to scroll through the channel and look at the titles. Like, what is his subject matter? Like, what is his show about?
All right, let me go to YouTube. All right, I'm going to go to a separate YouTube window, and I'm going to type in Corey Holcomb.
So, with the question being, is it a waste of time for Black conservatives? I trend towards no, that these are necessary conversations, but then you got to mind who you're talking to, because there's a point where people are too far gone and there's no bringing them back. It just went too far. Like there's even here, bro, like, all right, let's see what we got on his podcast channel.
Side baby. That's one of his kind of joke routines. He always talk about
No. I mean, the 5150 podcast is on what YouTube channel?
That's his 5150 show is right here.
All right, Corey Holcomb. So 41,000 subscribers. How many? He doesn't reach millions.
476,000.
Okay, your wife sent me. All right, no, there goes the great demonstration. Your wife sent me nudes. The last show. Right? I don't understand this. So, like, what is it about, though? I don't care about him. Stephen A. Smith, we know. Matt Walsh versus Corey. What's
Most
that about?
Corey Holcomb does is he talks about other people in drama, bro. That's mostly what it's about. But let's get through this because there's an interesting part to this I wanted you to see.
Okay.
God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong what I said?
This is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops
insane.
shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it. Like,
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance.
Do you know that response right there, which is the most logical, son, that is the most logical.
It does depend on the circumstance, though.
Yeah.
Well, let me propose this. Hold on, stop. The premise being that if the cops shoot you, you can't do nothing about it. Did you get killed? Because then you would be correct. If the cop shot you and you died, then there would be 100% of nothing about that. Correct. Now, there's a video on the internet right now where a police officer, there's a black man in a car. They pull a car over. Boop, boop, pull over, right? You can look this up. And they pull the car over, and he's very cooperative, the black gentleman. He's very cooperative, Ali. Yes, sir, here's my ID, here's my information. I have a firearm in the car. Where's the firearm at? The firearm is on my waist. All right, can you please put your hand out the window? He puts his hand out the window. They take him out of the car, and a female officer grabs the firearm and discharges the firearm into the guy being pulled over. She shoots him. By accident. Now, he's suing for millions of dollars. Which tells me that so with all of that said, then guess what? There is something you can do after you've gotten shot by a cop. That's all. So it depends 100% on the circumstance. But when you walk through this, Ali, with our liberal brothers and sisters, our friends on the other side, if you will, they just somehow don't grab the concept. I don't understand.
Oh, watch this. It gets better. Watch this.
Of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
It's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you got
people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me? Because I don't know.
I talk about liberal white women literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about?
What about
their men?
But we
let's move the goalposts.
Gonna get there because
why you look like Funkmaster Flex?
He do kind of look like Funk Flex.
No, hold on. Homeboy look like Funk Flex, not him. Corey Holcomb just look like Funk Flex.
A little bit.
Like Funkmaster Flex.
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
See how he tried to belittle him, guys? This is exactly what we have to deal with. So you can't be independent. You can't be self-sufficient. You can't be working for yourself. You have to have a boss.
We say that. We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal accountability smoke giver. I talk about
Equal accountability smoke giver. Equal opportunity smoke giver.
everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men
Well, you
since
ain't
you've
been
been up
listening.
here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
don't
taking
have,
the.
you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
Damn it. Yo. This is not a good look for Corey Holcomb at all, y'all. This is
Hey, let it rock. What happens?
a terrible look for him.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity,
Because if
my
that's the
capacity
case-
that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they
Absolutely.
destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking
No, you
loud,
talking loud.
and you still talking around.
What you
What did
trying
the
to do-
You see that, y'all? When you got to start yelling like that and you start it because you're losing, you have no ideas.
Caucasian male
What
do
you
to
try to-
America?
I'm
That, yo, bro, what is this emotionalism in that conversation? Do you see the emotion that welled up in him? What is that? Like, what are you trying? Is
Childish.
that diet? Is it, what is
It's
that?
childish. No, he's in charge where he's at. So he keeps. I know somebody that was like this. That used to kind of be a friend of mine.
Wait.
And-
He's in charge where he's at. Oh, go ahead. I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
So you had these particular type of people where they keep. They may be the person that's around that has more money than other people. So they keep other people around them that aren't, that need them. So he might pay some people's salary or everybody's salary that's around him, right? And it's his show and he's the one that hosts the show and he's the comedian. So he's used to dominating the conversation and dominating the room. And that's what happens. They finally, what happens, and it's even on the right side of things, in Republican spheres and social media spheres, you got people that ain't never had a Facebook, so now they finally in charge of something. And now it goes left, and they it's my group, or what goes wrong, and I'm the one that found it. So you deal with that, right? You deal with that ego stuff, and that's what he's demonstrating. The problem is his ego. And it's a lack of humility. And the reason that I say that is because the guy is right. If this is about truth, let's put things into context. Go ahead.
To bring it down.
I'm not getting into that.
You
I'm not
dancing
getting into
around
that.
it.
No,
And
I'm
that's
not.
why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that.
He's doing that loud thing, Ali, and like,
So, bro, I want you to be mindful of something. He didn't call him out his name, but is saying that you're kissing somebody's ass disrespectful?
no, you can say whatever you want. That's the beautiful part about being here. You can say whatever you want.
You can say whatever you want, but it is disrespectful. You just
is,
told that
but
man
listen,
that No, that's all I'm saying is it was disrespectful. The disrespect started right there.
That in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the black people right now. You do.
Look at her face, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, let it rock. I didn't hear none of this.
Doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
See, ain't
homie,
nobody
let me
gonna
tell you something,
ain't
homie.
nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't
suck.
nobody, yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck.
Do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when
that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no sucky shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
seats. Let's
switch
switch
it.
seats.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it.
Homie, I don't
We can
do
talk right in
no.
front of you.
Now, what was that, bro? What is this not an attempt at intimidation?
I don't do no
was.
sucky shit.
I
I'm a man. I don't do no sucky shit, homie.
So why you say that man kissing somebody's butt, bro? You don't like it when the energy is He gave you the same smoke you gave him.
Give a fuck about none
Well,
of this
I
shit
tell you
right
what,
now.
watch that sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no sucking,
You say a
homie.
lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit, you
I
go.
don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
Right here.
Don't put
You
no
switch
fucking
on me,
shit.
to
Don't put no fucking
Detroit,
shit
nigga.
on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I'm gonna
I don't do no sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you
We
not
good.
bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do sucking.
Yo, I did already. I did. I bossed up on him. You see how I bossed up on him? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. So look, I'm gonna leave that there. We don't even gotta watch no more of that. Let's deal with the question.
I'll put it to you like this. Here's a reality check for y'all. Here's a reality check. If you get to the level in a conversation where you're that emotionally connected, where you're ready to do all of that, you have to question your ideas, because the ideas that you have should stand on their own. One of the hardest things to do in a conversation with some of these folks is, the fact of the matter is that like we talk about Trump derangement, there's really a addiction to chaos that some of these people have. They're addicted to victimhood. It's no different than being addicted to a drug, in my opinion. They're addicted to the victimhood. They're addicted to the culture of grievance that they've been really forced through the
Let's be
media
real,
and through
bro.
the culture
Let's
to
be
practice.
real, though. It's a big club, and who wants to be outside of the club? It's a huge club. There's a lot of people that are stuck in that. So I'm gonna say this on the tail end. I don't personally think it is a waste of time to have a conversation, a fruitful conversation, an honest conversation, and sometimes a difficult conversation. But I 100% think it's a waste of time to attempt to have a conversation with somebody that's coming from a place where, like Corey Holcomb is, he's not open to new information. He's not open to seeing things outside of the worldview that he already has. So it's not a waste of time. I think we got to keep having conversations when they are in good faith, when they are from a place of genuine wanting to know. That's when it becomes a conversation of value. That's when it's worth it and it's not a waste of time. What do you think, bro?
No, I totally agree. And unfortunately, these viral moments kind of affect the learning curve, right? So there's a learning curve. There's a notion that Corey Holcomb espoused in the video, that voting is for suckers and voting is, and that is a real sentiment to our conservative friends. That's a real sentiment. And it's not just in the Black community. We look at municipal voter turnout across the country and it's low. So this clearly needs to be worked on. So, this is something where the few control the communities in the direction of the many, because they're involved. They have time to be involved. So,
and look,
I cannot.
Here's the proof.
Yeah.
Here's the proof in the pudding, bro. Here in Charlotte, the Black Voter Project just did a candidate forum for the primary. Guess who was not invited? Guess who had not got an email, phone call, text message, carrier pigeon, letter in the mail? Guess who got no invitation whatsoever?
Who?
Now, one Black Republican was invited to the Black Voter Project primary event. Not one.
Right.
So it is undeniable that there are people who want to control the dialogue, keep that victimhood club going strong. And so our job is to keep having these conversations, to keep going out there and having conversations when they're from a genuine place. Anything else before we close out, bro?
No, I think we're good. Listen, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Just listen, have these conversations, but don't waste your time arguing. Right, there's a difference between a dialogue and a discourse and then an argument. Two people arguing from far away, it's hard to tell who's the idiot in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, just be mindful of that, and listen, keep pushing the envelope. Stick to the facts over feelings every day, all day. You already know how that goes. We appreciate you, everybody, for tapping in with the Urban Conservative Podcast. For my twin brother, Abdul Ali, I am Raheem Soto. Make sure to be right back here Monday nights, 8 p.m. And follow us on all social media. We're on YouTube at TUC Twins, on Instagram at TUC Twins, and, of course, the Urban Conservative on Facebook. Shouts out to everybody that follows us there. Hit that like, follow, subscribe. We'll see y'all next week. Peace and love.